Okay. Welcome back, everybody. You asked for it. You get more PC-98 games. This time we got the first title of the company C-Lab. I actually want to show you the fancy logo after that screen. So if we reset the game, we get the fancy C-Lab logo here. Yeah, this is Rusty. This is the Castlevania inspired game. I don't like to call it a Castlevania clone, because it's actually quite a bit different and actually a really good game. Yeah, but this run actually takes like 40 minutes plus, so I'm gonna start right away and like talk or try and talk while I actually play. So here we go. We're also skipping all the cutscenes. It has a lot of voice acting in it, at least the PC-98 version. There's also a DOS version which I played once. It's literally the same game, just without voice acting. And yeah, this game has a kick-ass soundtrack. They even released a vinyl for it not too long ago. I actually have that as well. Yeah, and there's a lot of movement tech in this game. Like, I don't want to say pixel perfect, but close to pixel perfect. Getting jumps right, like this one that I just messed up. Managing health, managing sub-weapons way more than in the other game. There are no shortcuts or like ways to get around. But you only have like two buttons, jump, attack. If you click both of them, well, you use your sub-weapon. And for the first level, we mainly just run and jump and hit stuff until we get to the boss and damage boost here and there. The bosses all have really fancy names. I have the manual, but I can't remember them for life's sake. Well, like I said, gonna damage boost this guy to hell. And it's the first level already. Yeah, so unlike the other game, Totsugeki Mix, I'm not the world record holder anymore. I think I'm the first person who started running this game after I found it somewhere by accident. But then like more people came and run it. Like Beat Zero, who's also in the chat, hi. And the current world record holder is a guy from Australia called Uchida. Also really nice guy, check out his channel. He actually plays a lot more games. Also a lot of Castlevania clones and stuff like that. Carmen Sandiego, really nice game. And we're already on to the second level, which is the Graveyard. The game has 10 levels in total, but you rush through like the first 7 in like 20 minutes, and then the last levels take a lot of time, and I'm getting hit way too much. Marathon lag. Crap. Not die. Whoop. Yeah, so this is definitely not a PB attempt here. And normally you can make it through there very nice in one big swoop, but actually, yeah, nice. And this is the second area of the graveyard, the crypt, I guess. Ignore this friend. Kill both of those. The game also has a few auto-scroller sections later on. But yeah. Like overall it's a very large game for the time it came out. The controls are, well, how you would expect them from a DOS era game. But once you get used to it, it actually plays really nice. I'm actually playing both of the games on a hitbox gamepad, which is basically a glorified keyboard. I used to play on a gamepad, but I feel like I'm way more precise on like a keyboard style gamepad. And another elevator. Yeah, like there are a lot of sounds shared between Totsugeki and Rusty. And we got a good upgrade here. Who's Necromancer Lady. Ideally you want to spawn her very close to you. Nice, so you get her with the sub-weapons. Recycle? No. Oh, very close. And next one. Or you might have also realized that the game has the traditional orbs after each boss. And after each level we get like a cutscene where we save one of the kidnapped maidens. We also have a kind of Dracula character here. I think his name is Monte Carlo or Monte Cristo or whatever. Yeah, so it takes a lot of inspiration from Castlevania games. I should have jumped there, not whipped. Now we're onto the cathedral level, or the first cathedral level. It's a bit of a maze, but once you know where to go, well, it becomes like a linear level. And this spear guy, I could have jumped earlier, but I just waited for him to basically poke his spear on screen, so he turns around and doesn't charge us. Those spear guys are really annoying. And the creepy pastor guys here. This is also the first level that introduces the most annoying enemies in the game. I like to call them birds, but they actually have an official name. Don't quote me. But this is also the first level, or not technically not, but it's the first level where the other bird, which is one of the power-ups, comes in the most handiest. Grab the key. Kill this guy. We're looking good on health. So there are strategic damage boosts all through the game. And even one death warp in the next level. But here we get another bird that I try to ignore until we come here. Damage boost here. And then take them out that way. Those birds can really mess up your cycles and whatnot. I've got the spring rope area. Grab some health. Don't get hit, maybe. And now the moment of truth. What power up do we get? And the worst one. So this would actually already be a reset for me. I think in his world record run, Uchi got like the best luck ever. And you can easily get like a sub 45 minutes, even with bad luck, but to get sub 40, or even close to that, you need like perfect luck on everything. There's a bird in midair, he doesn't see us yet. And here's the annoying boss. I think his name is Bungee Demon, but I like to call him just like Gargoyle Dude. And he's not giving us good patterns. Now he's trying to behave a little bit more. Nice. Okay, that wasn't terrible, given that we didn't have any useful sub-weapon, but you know. Yeah, it's Castlevania with a lot more anime girls. But compared to other PC-98 games, it's actually quite tame on the, well, you know. But yeah, I agree, it's like a really solid game. You don't have whip upgrades. I would have loved for this game to have whip upgrades. And this is also one of the most annoying levels when it comes to RNG, especially moving platform RNG, as you will see shortly. But so far I'm holding up quite well, no unintentional deaths yet. But even if you game over in the game, it's not that big of a deal because you can just restart the level. Obviously that's a reset for any kind of PG thing. I mean, this game came out when Castlevania itself wasn't even really a franchise yet. So, it's not that big of a deal. But yeah. Yeah, the soundtrack is absolutely amazing, I agree. Especially some of the later levels, like kick-ass. And the fun thing about the PC-98 is that you can basically use your own MIDI samples for some of the instruments. Like I think I have some really fancy kick drum samples in here. And ooh, that was close. So this section is actually working out quite well, but I don't want to jinx it just yet. Like so. And so it works. Now, run into this guy. So there's one boss that we fight twice actually in the game. Which is the upcoming one. I think he's some kind of mind-controlled, actually good guy, minion type of the evil guy. I don't know. Just grabbing the health here for maritime safety. So this guy can give us really bad patterns, but also really good patterns. Like this is a really bad one. This is a really good one. And this is also a really good one. Nice. Yeah, so now we're falling into a pit, and the next level is kind of an underground cavern thingy, which has the second most annoying enemies in my book. Some kind of ugly worms. So again, a lot of movement tech here. This guy doesn't shoot for some reason, and here's the first one. You can jump them, but most of the time they jump you. And they have a really annoying pattern. Nice. Leather health. Upgrade coming up. Health. Yeah. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if Castlevania copied some of the things from this game. Take a little bit of it. I like to ignore as most enemies as I can, but now we are actually taking out this bird in hope of a really good drop. This is the good drop. Actually not the best drop for this level, but for endgame levels this is like the best item drop ever, and I think I dropped it short here, which means I lost it. So this was the first unintentional death, and I'm just gonna... This is not that big of a deal yet. Shoot. Thank you. So I'm taking it very carefully here now. Because I'm already low on health again. And this next guy is a really piece. And we messed it up. Yeah, this is one of the trickier sections of the game. Don't shoot. Ah, we're still good on time. On lives at least, not really on time. So we actually want to hit. That was terrible again, but we made it. Oh my god. Yeah, nothing than a little bit of marathon pressure, right? Oh. Yeah, those guys have really annoying jump patterns. I used to be really good at getting them right, but that was a while ago. Any major difference between the DOS version and this version? Not really. It's a little bit harder to set up, and if you don't use the Japanese DOS V or what it's called, that crashes a lot. Otherwise there's no big difference beside this voice acting. I actually have a recording of one DOS version run on YouTube, I think. And it even like died in the middle for like 15 seconds. Yeah, just the same thing, just less good. And I could have time stopped here. Damage boost through this guy. What's with you? And we're on to the first auto-scroller section. Almost, if I don't die again. So if I die in this auto-scroller, I have to do the whole level again. Let's hope not. There are a lot of falling rocks here, but if I don't misbehave, they are easy to dodge. Fun fact, the big boulders don't give you any score points, but the small ones actually do. And there's a health drop at the end of this auto-scroller, so we're still far from game over. Oh, there's also fire spewing statues in this auto-scroller, in case you've missed them. Oh, we can moonwalk here. There we go. You don't actually have to hit up to hit them, which is quite nice. Covers a long, bigger area. Yeah, I'm a tiny bit focused right now, but there's the health drop. Once we got that, I'm back to casual mode. The next section is actually yet another auto-scroller, but it's the section of the game where you can stock up on lives. Or lose all of them. Yeah, and all those rocks are also RNG. Sometimes you can just stay in the middle or on the side and do nothing. And sometimes, what you see here, like boulder galore. And here we got the trolley section. And there are a lot of like non-weapon drop items in this game. And they are all based on animals. We got like the duck, which gives you enough points for half of a life. We do have a snail and I think some other things. Yeah, I got this one. I really need to stock up on one-ups. The boss here compared to the level itself is actually a laugh. But it also has some slight RNG. Not nothing we can't handle at this point. Yay! Those are actually really tricky to get, because the jump window is like only a few frames. And boss time. A little bit of Dark Souls vibe. You know what I'm talking about? That's too far back. What the hell? Come out there. I swear to everyone, this guy has never done this before. Like it was stuck too far right on the screen. Holy moly. Yeah, you always see something new. Next is one of my favorite levels, ambience-wise. Has one slightly dangerous section, but also a really easy boss. You'll see it when I get there. Yeah, so this is also kind of a sewer maze, or it's not really sewers. I don't like to think of it as sewers because, well, sewers stink. It's more of an aqueduct. Now we're gonna damage boost a few times here. Yeah, it's one of my favorites as well. Especially the remastered version has such a great groove. Well, this is a bit of a mystery kind of trance track. The next one is a like kick-ass metal track. And here's one of the movement heavy sections. So we want to jump up the rope and get on that platform in one go. And I failed. Not necessarily a reset, but of course. Okay, now it's a reset. And a reset again. And a reset again. Yeah, don't worry about it. Now I'm just waiting for it. Hey. You don't shoot at me. I'm gonna damage boost these guys and this guy. Bonk my head. This is the tricky section with all the flying fish. Oh my god. Yeah, all of those drops are insta-kills. Like, even if you have the invincibility, sub-weapon, spikes always kill you. And I just realized we are very, very low on health. Like, one hit away from death, low on health, so I'm not gonna take it easy. That was a quite precise jump there, if I do say so myself. But the boss, even if we die to the boss once or twice, normally it shouldn't matter. But it has a really cool quick kill strategy. We're gonna jump here. That was the death. And the boss. Nice. Yeah, like I said, one of my favorite levels. It's not that hard, has some tricky parts, but the overall feel. Next one is probably my most hated non-auto-scroller level, which is kind of a precise description. Yeah, but it's an absolute nightmare. You'll see. But the soundtrack is good, again. Get ready for some headbanging. I'm sorry, I stopped the music there. And I'm sorry I stopped the music again, but this is really a good section to do this. And most of the time those flying Medusa head thingies don't bother you, but a few of them actually get really, really close to you. Like this guy. Oh, I messed that one up. Yeah, great that I have a sub-weapon, but no MP. Not a big deal. It's actually not that bad to try again and get the bird. Because the bird is the sub-weapon for the boss here, which is like one of the most RNG. No luck there. But we can fry some fish. I normally don't need to pick this up. Those eye thingies are immortal. Gonna rush through here. Get this. Yeah, looks like we're going into the boss with the fire sub-weapon, which is not the best. No. Fire doggy. Oh, we go into the boss without a sub-weapon. That was good luck. But yeah, as you can imagine, the spawns are completely random, and half of the time it doesn't spawn anywhere at all. You're really lucky if you get like, oh, this is like... I wish I would get this kind of luck in an actual run, or like an actual PP run. Yeah, get the flamethrowers out. I actually dropped the flamethrower when I died. Yeah, that wasn't too bad. Like, I'm already 3 minutes behind my PB, and this level took 1 minute more than my PB, but we're still on a like good marathon pace. Next one is the big auto-scroller, and the probably most familiar theme you recognize from any Castlevania game. First we're going into the castle, and now... Right, the clock tower. And they went really overboard with this clock tower thingy, because it's not just one auto-scroller, it's like 3 consecutive ones. But again, the soundtrack is nice again. And even though it looks like it's really slow, the cycles of the platforms in here, if you miss them more than once most of the time, you're dead and you have to restart from the bottom. Which I don't even have to mention is a instant run killer. You don't die when you get out on top. And there's actually a lot of stuff happening off screen on top. Like this rope here. Yeah, not just a rope, a clock tower, but even a rope tower with wing sections. Those are nefarious. There was the snail, which gave us the maximum MP. That's like a really good soundtrack. It's the only thing this level has going for it, in my opinion. I'm not sure why I kept standing on that platform. Oh, we're also gonna see our friend back, the bird. Ooh. That was very scary. You're not meant to fall there. And this guy is not... Oh my god. Okay, let's start from the top or the bottom. And of course I don't have to mention this has never happened to me before in an actual run. Marathon first here. I mean this specific way to die. Oh, we can enjoy the soundtrack a little bit more. Yeah, that's a big oof. To be honest, I'm surprised I didn't game over yet, given how bad the cavern level was. Oh yeah, I'm gonna pull through for you. As you see, there are a lot of spikes on the floor as well, basically underneath every semi-risky jump. Not goof here. This is how it's supposed to look, floor. And this is actually the last part of the first auto-scroller, which makes it even more of a shame. And of course we get a garbage upgrade here, so we need to wait for it to despawn and then go. And for the majority of your auto-scroller you want the bird, but there's even a non-auto-scroller section at the end of the level, and the boss again is a joke. But for the last section we actually would prefer the invincibility upgrade. Bird is just MVP. Yeah, it's not just that it attacks everything out of range, it also like does double damage. Like every enemy that takes 4 hits only takes 2, and every 2-hit enemy is like a 1-hit. So absolutely destroyer bird. And it's even like the intro title screen cursor icon. So you know it's like an important character of the game. I don't really need to kill this guy, but it just makes me feel better. Hey, another bird. Just so satisfying. Just send in the bird. We can actually stay on this platform, otherwise we don't make it to the rotating gear up there. Now we're just gonna hang around here. Oh no, flying skeleton. And we got some electro wires. I don't know who built this kind of place. This is the end of the second section. And onto the third one. Yeah, for some reason I like this section the most, even though it has some I'm sorry. I shouldn't have said that. Okay, I don't like this section the most anymore now. It was like ultra jinxed. Also, this never happened before, you know. Ah. Yeah, keep Murphy out of this. Oh, just gonna wait another cycle here. Don't keep oofing me, please. That whip was actually dangerously close to missing. There's a health drop there that I actually don't need. Now I need it. Now I don't have time for it anymore. Again, enjoy the soundtrack. There's a one-up down there. Ah, we didn't grab the key in the previous section, because it would have been a too big detour. Yeah, so I don't have any sub-weapon for the last section now, but it's not that big of a deal as long as I make it to the section. Yeah, obviously with the invincibility you would rush through here. Unfortunately, we cannot do that. There's a truck somewhere. I should be a little bit more careful actually. Okay, and onto the boss. Like I said, this guy is actually a joke. Just hit him in the chin all the time. And he's dead. So let's see how much time I wasted. Aha, 5 minutes. Let's just pretend this never happened. But we're already on to the last level. I mean the second to last level. The last level is just like 2 bosses. It's not an auto-scroller. There's a small auto-scroller section at the end. But it's literally just an elevator ride without anything. Well, we got plenty of time to die, and plenty of chance to. I'm also gonna play it safe here. Normally I damage boost through those. After this clock tower I'm not taking any more chances. Like this. And this messed up this cycle. I cannot. This is a pretty tight fit here. Otherwise you insta-die. Again, taking it slow. Oh, we got a bird friend again. Like those very fast jump ropes, like basically just jumping from one rope to another. I'm not able to do those with a gamepad, so This is where this hitbox controller comes in really handy. Put this guy in the bum. Wait a second here. Match this cycle. Match the cycle, I say. Or not. On my actual Twitch stream I even have like a input overlay where you see all the 8 buttons I press, or 6 buttons actually only. This guy never spawned in my face as well. Not a bird. Just avoid any potential risk. Get the key. Hi. Now I'm gonna play it safe again by picking up this key here. Which opens a secret door later to some goodies. This is also a fairly annoying section. Wait for the cat. Respawn. I'm also gonna pick up the health drop here, which is optional, but like I said, I'm not taking any chances anymore. Not even with this guy. Or you. Or you. Or these guys. And here's the secret goodie door. Put one up, and we're gonna get a sub-weapon drop now, which is not a best, but also not the worst one. You can take care of all those flying orb. They are not suggestive looking in any way. I don't need it to use it there, but I just don't like those guys. Oh, the last section of this area is obviously the most dangerous one. After this swing section. If we had a time stop, we could have made it on that platform first try, but we need to wait one. Yeah. So, now we're gonna do some acrobatics here. And that went fairly smooth, I like to say. Well, we could still get a bird drop, so I'm taking this area slow as well. This makes the last boss boss of this area. And there it is. Nice to see that I get the good luck only in the last level. And now we have an elevator where I take a zip to stay hydrated. I don't know why we have boss music here or anything. It's literally just an elevator ride for half a minute. Oh yeah, they probably saw it after this section you need a break. The thing with the bird is if you actually hit the enemy yourself, the bird doesn't hit it. So what I'm doing here now is actually not aiming at the boss if I can. At least So Birdo does all the damage for me. It doesn't work out too great most of the time. It's like a super advanced technique. And there I died. Oh, we should be in the clear now. Or not if you keep spawning in the damn sky. Yeah, we got him. It was fairly good. Not best, but good. Let's see, the last, or the second to last boss is also one with atrocious RNG. They have like a charge attack that is like makes them invincible. And they can literally do it every turn. Or no turn at all. But we'll see. As I said, this is the last level. 2 bosses. This vampire lady here, I think her name is Bloody Mary. And then on to Dracula. There's a charge attack. If you time it right, you can actually destroy all the orbs with one whip. Like so. Haha. And if you time it right, you can hit her up to 4 times on each cycle. I'm obviously not doing it. Oh, we got her fairly simple. It was mid-tier RNG, I'd say. And now the traditional stairs up to the boss. We don't get any sub-weapon or anything for the boss, just good old whipping. And the easiest and cheapest strat is actually like camping in the middle and hope he spawns close to you. Like so. He has 2 phases. We don't hit his head off. But the second phase is actually reminded me a lot of the, I think, N64 Castlevania boss to some extent, only in 2D, maybe. Yeah, just keep spawning over there. You can also just spawn inside your face. Yeah, we got hand 1, hand 2. And a big ugly face with a lot of heads. You need to hit the green eye on his head 14 times. The only way to get there is climb the hands or ride the hands. You don't really care about damage here anymore, unless you have like 0 life. And we're very close to time. I mean, we get an orb at the end again. He's really bringing it home today. This might be the last one. Yeah, do the fire. And there we go. Top 50. At least. And... oh lord. That was one heck of a ride, I tell you. Yeah, like my PB is actually 42 minutes. Uchida's record is 41. Some of best segments is sub 40. I'd really love to get there at some time. But yeah. Hope you enjoyed it. PC-98. Rusty. This was actually my first time doing such a long run live. Kind of exhausted. But yeah. Thank you all for watching. Hope you had a great time. And hope to see you again sometime. If you want to run the game, you can find info on speedrun.com. I even wrote up a guide for it. Or just write us on. We don't have a Discord for it. But yeah. Thanks again, everyone. Thanks Obscurathon for having me for 2 games. Stay safe, everyone, and hydrated. Bye-bye.